John, signed and sealed for John. Was at Greensville with John, and John was a short timer. The sort kinda like to make a sport out of life. The cars got a deal that John will eventually stop and then kill John. The penitentiary or graveyard, still John stays stuck in the same frame of mind and still on some bullshit. So what if I can heal John? Supply new foundation so he can build on. You got to put in work, no time to chill, John. Can't sleep the sentence away. You got to feel beyond the fence. Pay attention, this is real, John. I say this with intention to strengthen I live on. But John ain't trying to hear. I feel for John. Just wanna prevent a cat from being peeled, John. So yield, John, and shake loose the trance. Watch me build, John, the temple without the use of hands. Old men see visions, young boys dream dreams. Girls turn into women to birth kings and queens. Yeah, it seems we're nothing but niggas, hoes, and fiends. Black folks, let's restore ourselves. Old men see visions, young boys dream dreams. Girls turn into women to birth kings and queens. Yeah, it seems we're nothing but niggas, hoes, and fiends. Black folks, let's restore ourselves.
Look, stepping on toes of the ill-minded. I'm walking through the jungle with the real righteous. Camouflage khakis on, but I ain't hiding. LDG styling, but there's no beauty pageant. We be patching up violent. Rooms from out here grinding. For the loved ones, we keep it prayers, we keep it private. You gon' see poisonous critters while you hiking. Might be blooming with a bad seed. Watch the sizes. Sinuses like spider sense. Minus in the white feeling. More Oreos on the map is sickening. Don't be tempted to take shortcuts, might cave the mission. And even a fellow brother behind is just the worst decision. We almost there, why make a fuss? Cutting through the weeds without hallucinating, I deserve the crush. Praise the ancestors, we made it to the sacred abode. To grab a bowl, time to eat on the throne until the next creation.
See visions, young boys dream dreams. Girls turn into women to birth kings and queens. Yeah, it seems we're nothing but niggas, hoes, and fiends. Black face, let's restore ourselves. Old men see visions, young boys dream dreams. Girls turn into women to birth kings and queens. Yeah, it seems we're nothing but niggas, hoes, and fiends. Black face, let's restore ourselves. God, it's hard not to hate, even harder to love the man who robbed, raped, and scarred up our motherland. Disregards as if now the situation's other than the making of slaves of the sister and brother, man. How could you love him and not love your brother, man? No respect, no consideration for your mother, and why would you not want to date with the other man to set things straight in all this suffering? Now, I don't advocate hate, just want what's above the land. No peace of heaven or peace of mind hovering over the brains washed, stuck in the gutter and reverse Earth's curse. Call a lover land with all as ones, more than holding your lover's hand. Escaping from the slave master like Harriet Tubman. Vicious mind, thus I stand to judge the man who placed me and my folks in this race against struggling. Old men see visions, young boys dream dreams. Girls turn into women to birth kings and queens. Yeah, it seems we're nothing but niggas, hoes, and fiends. Black folks, let's restore ourselves. Old men see visions, young boys dream dreams. Girls turn into women to birth kings and queens. Yeah, it seems we're nothing but niggas, hoes, and fiends. Black folks, let's restore ourselves.
Shema'at Hotep. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to the Most High, Amen Ra Putah. Secondly, give all honors to the elders, starting off with the ancestors, all in between, there and here. Honor my parents, my beautiful wife goddess, my sons, my siblings, my nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, plethora of cousins that I have that's spread out all across the land. I'm also like to take this time to salute all the brothers and sisters who are out there, the indigenous inhabitants of this here planet Earth, who are on a daily basis striving to shift their paradigms, where it is noted that they are putting in the necessary work and effort to improve upon their conditions so that this place that we call our home is back fertile, no longer seen as being some form or fashion of a wasteland, and that at the end of the day, we are restored upon our rightful thrones of governance. This is my second time coming to you all, presenting letters from my dad. For those of you all who are first timers to my page, bring you up to speed a little bit. I was just released from prison earlier this year. I pretty much did 25 years inside the Dismal Crips. My support system was a strong one. One of the major components of that edifice was my father. So I have opted to share some of the correspondence that he and I had throughout the course of that ordeal. I liken his letters to scrolls. They are my metadata, or my word of God, that I read alongside the rest of my other textbooks, in which aids and assists me in my particular quest of improving upon my character, my mind, my speech, the whole 9 yards. So without a further ado, I'm going to go ahead and delve into the letter. Now, my father, for most of you also that you have a clear drawing, he's known in most circles as Tahuti Ani Tahotep. He is, for the most part, a very religious, spiritual, scientific, political, seeker and conveyor of truth. It's been a lifelong journey of his. He's, as far as I can remember, all he's done is study, research, and share the information that he himself has come into the possession of, either through his study or from revelations, him delving into the meditative state and things of that nature. So now, this letter was written in May 21, 2004. And it starts off, "From the mother and father of all creation, I extend the blessings of peace, power, and protection to you and the brotherhood, my son. I am confident that this communication finds you in the best possible health in spirit, mind, and body, with high hope and strong faith. With all gratitude, I'm glad to report that the Father has kept us safe, together, and in good health also. Well, as you probably have seen and heard by now, all the news reports about Iraq. The whole world of man is again witnessing the true character of the so-called, quote-unquote, Iraqi liberators. Now, they see the true character of the beasts who continue to masquerade as humans, liberators and lovers of democracy, who they trusted to get rid of another beast who they made in the first place. The ill treatment that the Iraqis are experiencing is child's play compared to the kind of treatment we've been going through for the last 400 or more years here in the giant jail called America. So not only is the world so shocked to see the Iraqis treated that way, one explanation could be that the news media owned by the beast wants the world to believe that this kind of ill-humane treatment is not their American way, but just a crime perpetrated by a few psychopathic sadomasochists. But we know for a fact that they have a history of this kind of behavior that goes back to the beginning of their rulership of this world. It's their way, their culture, the way they operate, when they need cooperation. How can the world forget the pictures of us being hanged, butchered, and burned while they, the perpetrators, laughed, joke, and sing sick songs at their picnics and barbecues? Why is it that there is no big uproar or outcry for the ill treatment of those incarcerated here and the inhumane treatment that is going on 24/7 in all so-called third world countries, where millions are suffering and dying at the hands of these psychopathic sadomasochist beasts disguised as humans? Think it over for a while and you'll know the answer. At last, but enough of this, we will be victorious. These desperate attempts to squash the human spirit of man are futile. Tell the Brotherhood we out here are still with you forever, and it won't be long before true justice is served and the true criminals are made known. Continue to speak truth to power, because there is no peace without just us. Love you, my son. See you soon. Yours in truth and love, with righteous strength, your father. Now, before I conclude this video, I'd like to just say this. I myself experienced firsthand the inhumane treatment by the beast inside their dismal crypts, being incarcerated. And I have also bore witness to many others while I was inside there who suffered a lot more greatly than I did, on a physical level, a mental level, and a psychological level. So it is not hard to fathom that, yes, those who are in control of the world we live in are, in fact, beasts. This is the way they operate. Now, for most of us who are indigenous inhabitants of the planet Earth, we by nature are right-minded indigo individuals, meaning we do possess the ability to use both hemispheres of our brain. We can balance them both out. Nonetheless, we dominantly operate from the right side or the right hemisphere of our mental. So we see the world differently, or as it should be, when we are in right mind and in right energy. With that being said, it is imperative that we continue to not just point fingers at those we deem to be the beast, but instead hold ourselves accountable and do the work necessary to extract the beast out of our own characters, so that once confronted with this enemy, because eventually it is going to come to each one of our front doors, we can be in a position where our story turns out exactly how we wrote it at the dawn of time. Mind you, we've never wrote ourselves out of the story, nor wrote ourselves as being the losers in the story. This is our story, rest assured. It's not his story, it is our story. So let's remember that. So I am glad that you decided to hang out with me. With that being said, I'm gonna play another one of my joints to take us on out of here. So I like to say Shema Hotep, Asheo, Halito, all praises is due. It's all about restoration, y'all.